Hi, my name is Matt Carroll with World Class Coaching and the help of Academy Sports Coach 2025. Today I want to talk to you a session that I've created for working on transition moments. Really strongly feel that transition moments are the most key moment in the game. We call it the light switch moment. A team that is better at transitions, I think, is generally going to win more games than lose because I think people harp a lot on the concept of possession and, if they can't score if we don't have the ball. But you see sometimes teams that do this, that want to build the back and have 1,000 touches and do all this stuff. Sometimes what you find is but what's the purpose? You're not going anywhere with it. It's building out to build out. Or I've seen teams in the Premier League where they're so we're gonna play build out style. We're gonna play this beautiful game, like all stuff, and then they get scored on and they concede 2 or 3 times because of their build out play. It's like, I get it. Maybe at the youth level, way more at the youth level, you see, yes, you want to learn how to play that way. But at the professional game, you're trying to win games, and if it's not working because you're being pressed, it's not really effective. Or teams that will, against a low block, not be able to do anything because they're just consistently just building it, or around that block and not trying to penetrate it at all. But I think it's not about winning and losing the ball. It's about where and when and how you react to it. I think are the key catalyst of how successful you are, more so than possession. How many times you lose in FIFA and you have 80% possession and you lose to the team with 20%, 1-0 because they took their one chance. So I think it's an incredibly important concept that needs to be constantly worked, because I think the key is to develop players with that sense of the transition moment, not just, okay, we do this when we lose the ball, we run back, we press for 6 seconds, but recognizing, hey, should I press here? Is this, is this a situation where I can attack some space and get forward? Is this a situation where, I've seen this before, I'm going to get burnt, I'm going to step and the guy's going to run behind me and they're going to break the line and we've lost it. And the more you show those transition moments and show these events, I think the more players are able to develop that sense of the transition and better anticipate what's going to happen next out of the transition moment. So what I've done here is I've started with a simple 1v1, and the players here are going to one-touch pass back and forth. And you want a good distance here. You don't want them to be on top of each other because you're really working on, generally where you lose a pass. You're not going to lose a pass here. You're going to lose a pass, 10, 15 feet, and you're going to pass it, and then we're going to have to recover. So they're passing back and forth here, and we have a coach. This is my goalie here. Goalie symbol. Okay, get in there. All right, he's going to be here. All right, and he's holding up a cone. All right, in different cones. So you see orange, and that means it's time to go. So let's say this player just passed the yellow. The orange is the indicator. So they're scanning the field. They're picking their heads up. They're passing back and forth, playing one touch, but they're really having to kind of analyze the whole field. They're scanning to see what's going on. So coach plays in orange. That means we're live. Okay. So now immediately Black sees that. We see how fast he can transition to that situation. Sees, okay, we're live, and go and press and try to put the player in yellow out and make sure that they can't immediately attack the goal and try to score. We can then add a second player. We can do 2v2s, we can do 3v3s, but the concept of it is we're just working on that moment. We're talking about, hey, if you go in here too fast, right, a flyby breaks you, they're able to get by you. We're talking about, hey, can we, as the attacking player, attack the space quicker? Can we recognize where they are and anticipate that, hey, he's coming in fast to my right shoulder, I should dip to my left and attack that space. So we're working on the technical aspects of the transition here of how to attack the space, how to defend the space. What we're doing, kind of our mindset is, hey, defensively we want to get their heads down, we want to slow down, we want to delay. We don't want to allow them, we don't want to cede space too quickly, but we don't want to overdo it or we're going to get a flyby situation. And attacking wise, we want to, while we have them in that transition moment, they're still in an offensive mindset. We want to attack the space as quickly as possible before they're able to get in a good defensive set, and we lose the momentum of that transition moment. So again, like go from 1v1 to 2v2, we can build a 3v3 here, and we're just really working on, hey, what's everyone doing? I think when you get to the 3v3, you're going to see a little bit more of game-like situations where we have one guy pressing, 2 dropping, a pressure cover balance kind of situation, and I think you teach a lot of those moments. But I'd say start with the 1v1 just to get that concept of, hey, how's your reaction? Like recognizing that and that anticipation of like, all right, coach is pulling, he's got it behind his back and he just pulls it up here. Are you waiting till the cone goes all the way up to be like, yeah, let's go? Or are you seeing that and reacting because you're scanning and you're checking and you're ready to go? And just teaching the finer points and the technical points of what we're trying to do here with our transition. Something's going on here. So what we'll go from there is we will go to a rondo here that I like to do. What do we have? I'm just going to do 4 guys here. So 4 guys are in this rondo on the outside. We have 1 in the middle. And then for every player on the inside, there's a player, and you put cones here on the outside to denote them, but you have a player about 10-15 yards behind them. All right? And players in black in the rondo are trying to maintain possession, and yellow is trying to win the ball. But the problem is once yellow wins the ball, now it's live. Yellow has to stay essentially, do I have a little circle thing here? Yeah. Yellow has to stay, or black has to stay in this circle. And the yellow players on the outside have to stay outside this circle. Now again, you can use cones for this, or you can just kind of like mark it off. If you have like the rondo circle, it might be helpful. But yellow is now trying to play this ball out to one of the players on the outside. Now it's not the player that loses the ball. So let me click anything inside. It's not this player that passed the ball and lost possession to yellow. It's the player whose player behind them receives that has to go in the middle. So if we don't collapse, get compact, and stop ball here, all right, this player is going to easily be able to just go bang, bang, and pass the ball out here, and this player then is in the middle. So we're looking to work as a team collectively and press and force them one way and get their head down and then win the ball back. If black can win the ball back, it just goes back to the rondo and everyone stays in the middle and we just go. But if yellow gets it, again, if there's a weak link, this person doesn't transition fast enough, right? Maybe this player cuts here and passes out to here because there's an angle now. So we're really working on, A, the offensive, get out there quick before they get compact, attack space quickly. These guys can move a little bit side to side and open things up. You don't want them running right here, but they can move a little bit to create space. So this makes this player have to worry about where the next pass is. And if we can get out quickly, though, before they're able to react, we can slide here, slide here. So we're, again, attacking-wise, we're looking for speed, breaking lines quickly, getting that momentum up before they can get set. Defensively, we're looking to get set quickly, get their heads down, block passing lanes, and delay the ball as much as possible. And the next one, we're going to have a grid here in the middle where we're going to have 4 players. We're kind of as a defensive line. We're going to have 4 players in black here on this side. 4 players in black here on this side. And then we're going to have goal. Now we can have a goalie, or we can have pug goals here, but I'm just going to leave these blank right here. So we have this team in black trying to break the line and pass to the player on the other side. Break the line, slide it through. Oh, whoops, not playing movement. Pass the shot. So it breaks line, good. Now yellow would flip and go back and start defending these guys so they can't pass through. Now, I generally do this and I'll be like, hey, as many times as they can break your line, you have to do that many push-ups or something along those lines. And then we rotate. But in this, what I want to see here is if black makes a mistake, all right, and is able to win the ball, from these cones over is the field, and yellow can then attack black. So we have immediately transition moment. Can we go quickly and attack? And this is here where you maybe want a goalie or a smaller goal, so we can't just pop it in the net. But even then, like, it makes them understand, like, you can't give up possession in the middle because they're going to get an easy shot off here. So we want black to get compact quickly, block shots, and not force them out. Now, we can really push the idea of we want the attackers to attack with speed. We don't want them to sit back and just kind of, play possession here. If we can have 2 players on the other side, then if there's the transition moment, they can immediately start pressing. So you want to get forward before these 2 guys can even come into play. Attack quickly, attack the space. These guys are all spread out because they're trying to work angles, right? They're all the way over here, they're all over here. We want to then attack that space quickly before the back press can be there, and the team here can get compact. And we're trying to win that transition moment. Defensively, we're looking to get compact as quickly as possible, force ball wide, deny attacking angles, all right, and not allow the through ball for finish here. And then from here, I'd go into a scrimmage, where again, we're just looking we're stopping, pausing, maybe highlighting specific transition moments. We're on a transition moment looking kind of even stopping and being like, where's everyone's position? Like, where are you right now? Where's the move? Walking them through it, and just trying to see if we can find those singular transition moments and highlighting instances in which we maybe highlighted in one of the first 3 drills in the session, and how that is effective and plays out into our 11v11 game. So I'd love to hear in the comment section some of the things you guys do for transitions, some of the things you maybe on the drills I've presented maybe build on, or to make them a little cohesive and a little more effective for your teams. So once again, my name is Matt Carroll with World Class Coaching and to help Academy Sports Coach 2025, and I hope this session finds you well.